Well, here we are, folks. This is it, the official last video in our classic tabletop RPG series on Gamma World 4E Combat. We've made it. And there's a little bit of sadness here, I'm not gonna lie, because this has been a part of my life and doing this for the last year, just about. And wow, we've made it. First series that we've ended. But there's also a little bit of excitement as well, because now we're getting ready to get into a new classic tabletop RPG, and that is always exciting to start something new. Now, for those of you who are coming to the channel for the first time and you're going, what is this guy talking about? Well, first, let me welcome you. This place you've stumbled upon, this is RPG Elite, and this is the place, folks, where we put the RP back into tabletop RPG. And how do we do that? Well, we give you tools, tips, tutorials. We get down and dirty with the real talk and talk about things that we don't normally like to talk about in the tabletop RPG space and culture. And why do we do all of this? Well, let me tell you why. One word: money. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, because trust me on this, you ain't getting paid a whole lot of money to do this. No, we do this so that you, dear viewer, can have a more immersive and enjoyable tabletop RPG experience. Now, if you've been following along with this, and if you have, then you're probably one of my leech, so what's up, leech? If you've been following along and you are getting a little bit of an itch to dive into one of these editions, 1st through 4th edition of Gamma World, which is what we've covered in this series, then down in the description below, you're going to find 4 links, and those links is going to take you to Drive Through RPG, where you can pick yourself up a soft cover reprint or a PDF copy of one of the versions, whichever version that you like. And for those of you who are new and you don't know what I'm talking about, but it sounds a little interesting, maybe kind of sort of, or you're just curious to find out what it is that I'm talking about, there's also a link down in the description below of the playlist of the series for Gamma World to kind of get your feet wet so you can know exactly what's going on and get up to speed. Well, I'm not gonna talk too much because there ain't much to say. This is the end. A full run through combat, no interruptions. And then I'm gonna see you on the other side with a little bit of something. So here we are in round 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to declare actions first, since we don't have to do all the surprise and everything. And I'm going to go ahead and do the NPCs first. So this batter here, still going to shoot that light crossbow. This batter here, going to try to hit him with a flail. This and these two here, still going to just take on Poro by themselves and just kind of club him into oblivion. Now Bondo, he's still going to try to hit this batter with his mace, while Poro's going to do something a little different. Poro is going to use a mental mutation. Let's take a look at it. He's going to try to use mental control. When we get to Poro, we're going to take a closer look at that and how that would work. But first, hey, we've got to roll initiative for everybody, right? There's 1d10. So let's go down here, and first I'm just going to roll for all of the batters to see what they get. Let me go over here to the combat tracker so we can go to round 2, and let's roll. Ooh, a 2. Well, that's not good for them. Let me go ahead and put all of those in. Okay, so now I'm going to roll for Poro. See what he gets. Wow, he got a 9. Awesome. So he's going to stay at the top. And let's see what Bondo gets. It's a 7. So it looks like our intrepid heroes are going to go first in the second round. Awesome. So the first one will be Poro. Now, like I said, we got a special situation here. So let's go to Poro and let's look at it. So he's going to try to use this mental control.
He's able to use this within 15 meters plus his MP modifier or less. Now, his MP modifier would be his score here. So he's going to be 16 meters. That's what we have there. So he's going to try to use his mental control. And since both of them are animals, it's going to be possible. Now, if it was a plant, he wouldn't be able to do it. Humans can't do it to plants either. Only plants with plants. And then humans and animals can do it with one another, but they just can't do it with plants. And plants can't do it to them. So what we have here, he's going to try to take over the body of this one here that hit him, did that substantial damage. He's going to try to, hey, before any more damage comes in here, he's going to just try to put the kibosh on this whole thing. So how does this work? Works very similar to how you attack with ranged weapons and things like that. If you have a mental attack, you go to look at your M hack, see if there's anything in there. He has an M hack of 1. So you're going to roll 1d20 plus M hack, which needs to be equal to or greater than the mental defense of the target plus any modifiers, and plus any modifiers on his side as well. So let's look and see if this one has any modifiers. What's the MD? MD is 11. Okay. So that's pretty much your mental armor class. So it looks like Poro is going to need to roll a 10 or higher in order to pull this off. That's not bad when we're talking 50-50 here. So that's not bad. So let's put him in the crosshairs here, and let's see if Poro can take over the body of this batter. Oh, that's a 17, folks. 17. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to take Poro and we're going to put him in the unconscious category, because that is what happens to him when he takes over somebody's body. So Poro is unconscious, but we're going to do something cool here. We're going to put Poro controlled. All right. Going to change the name of him. Okay, now we have a Poro controlled batter. Poro himself is unconscious. Now this is going to last for 5 rounds plus the MP modifier, which in this case would be 1. So it's going to last 6 rounds. So he's going to have to do his damage. So Poro just goes and falls unconscious. He falls unconscious to the ground. Okay. Let's go to Bondo, because he is going to be next. And this batter right here is going to be on the chopping block. So let's see if Bondo is able to hit. Remember, it's the same as before. So he's got a 4, so it means he's going to need a 12 in order to hit. Oh, this time he hit. Oh, Bondo ain't playing now. So let's go ahead and see how much damage he does. 1d6 plus 5. Ouch. I just 9 points of damage. Oh, it's because he's so strong. He's got a 20. Now, I've already added his physical modifier. Now, what happens here, it's normally for mace 1d6 plus 1. However, he has a plus 4 modifier for his physical strength here, and you add your physical strength modifier when you do damage with any kind of weapon that requires strength. So any melee weapon or even a longbow or a short bow, you would add that modifier as well. So this one here just takes 9 points of damage. That hurt. Folks, that hurt. So Bondo smacks him upside the head with this mace, and you can see the batter stagger backwards. But now it is time for the batters to take their turn. And this batter steps back up, goes in a little bit more, try to hit Bondo with its flail. So it's the same thing here. Bondo has an 18. He has a +4 on his sack, so he needs a 14 or higher to hit. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Oh my goodness! You made the batter mad. You made the batter mad, Bondo. Let's see how much damage this Bondo does. All right, so we've got 4 points of damage. Takes Bondo down to 48 on his health. Oh man, we just going back and forth here, folks. Going back and forth. Let's go to the next one, which would be batter number 3. That's this one over here. Remember, this one here has a light crossbow. I'll move a little bit and then take a shot again. Got that +4. Should have, Bondo, I forgot about that, but I didn't say it because remember, once initiative is rolled, it's all over. So still got that position of a +4. So he's probably, again, Bondo already has this arrow sticking out of his back, so he probably is about to get another one. So let's see what happens here. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Now, normally, you know, we have in our games that if you do a 20, you get a crit or something like that, but that's not what we're doing here because remember, whenever we do our deep dives into these, we always are just going straight from what the rules say. We're just giving you a basic. You can, if you want a homebrew rule like that, you can do so. But in this situation here, we just have 2d6 that we have to roll for in terms of damage. Oh my goodness, it still did a lot of damage. Ooh, Bondo felt that. Oh yeah, he felt that one. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. That arrow sticking out of his side right there, or his behind, or wherever it's sticking out of, that one hurt. Yes, that one hurt. Let's go to the next one, folks. And the next one's going to be batter number 4, which is right here. And now this one is going to be a surprise. Now he was going to attack, but he sees that that Poro just falls out, is unconscious on the ground. So he's not going to get to do what he wanted to do in terms of attacking unless he's going to attack it when it's down. But it's going to perplex this one here. So we're just going to say that he's just going to hit Poro just to make sure. Because, by the way, folks, a batter would do that. So we're also just going to have him roll damage because it's not like he's going to miss in this situation. So we're just going to have him roll damage and see how much damage he does just to make sure that it's... Oh! Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. But, again, hey, these guys are cruel. So he's just going to hit him just to make sure he goes down. Now, it would be this one here, okay? But this one does not go because this one is being controlled by Poro. So you would go to the next round, folks. Round 3. What's going to happen? I just don't know. But we're going to have to end it right here.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's it. Time to put it in the archives of the internet. Keep it up as long as the internet exists. Last video in the series. Very excited about getting into our next classic tabletop RPG. And what is that, you may ask? Well, I've been talking about it now for a couple of weeks, but if you're new and this is your first video, then let me get you hip. It is Top Secret First Edition. Oh yeah, gonna get into some espionage, super spy kind of something, know what I mean? So we're getting into that next week. And also in the next couple of weeks, literally couple of weeks, it's gonna be Gamma World 3rd Edition, a little taste of looking at a online gameplay session, which will be different from the other ones. I really did. I'm still setting you up and setting expectations here. It's not going to be like what you see normally. So that's coming up in a couple of weeks as well. Okay, so you have been looking at the video, thinking you might like a little bit of this. Well, if you do, then you can go ahead, hit the subscribe button, get a little bit more of this because I come out every Tuesday and Friday. And for those of you who actually like the video and want to give a brother a little bit of YouTube algorithm love, then you can go ahead and crush the like button. Yeah. All right. Well, a brother. Oh, yeah. A brother. He has got to.
So exit. Stage left.
I got me a game session tomorrow. The One Ring, y'all. Okay, so you notice that I have different books behind me, right? So what happened to the One Ring? It's right here. Hey, I don't play that version of it, and I sure was not putting it on my set. I mean, I'm using that $65 for something, y'all, okay? Now, since I had some other stuff that I wanted to put up there, switch some things around on the set a little bit, just a little bit. All right, I'm out of here, folks. And if you have a tabletop session this weekend, hey, happy gaming, y'all. I hope it is a great, fantastic tabletop RPG elite session. But me, what am I gonna do? Oh, that's how I do it, y'all. Peace and hair grease.